All right, Schlockmeister fans, another review of my previous channel. Ron Howard. I think this is his first film directing. Grand Theft Auto. Let's check it out. This is Paula. She wants to marry her boyfriend, Sam.
Did you know she's engaged to Collins Hedgeworth?
I never said I would marry Collins.
Sir, I realize that there is some conflict.
Oh, you're a research major.
Paula's father wants her to marry this rich guy, which she doesn't love.
I've seen your poster, Dad.
I've been planning on this for 7 years.
Anyway, they plan to elope in Las Vegas. And Dad's going to try to stop them. And this is Collins.
Oh, Collins, I am so glad you called. Paula's eloped. She's going to Las Vegas to marry one of her old school friends. She took the Rolls Royce.
So now Collins is chasing after them too. So now he needs a new car. He says, "Don't you know who I am? Put on my daddy's tab." Marion Ross is Colin's mother. She's gonna chase after them too.
Look, it's obvious she doesn't want to talk to you, so why don't you just drop it?
I hesitate to do this with Paula in the car, but I am a superior driver and I will batter you into submission if need be. Nobody sees me in this wreck.
Got himself another new car, or in this case, a truck.
Yes, $25,000 for the return of my son. So impulsive. Well, the safe return.
And now the radio's involved.
Oh.
Their story becomes big news and everyone's after them. Will they make it to Vegas in time?
What are you doing?
$25,000. Now that's a lot of Bibles, baby. The upshot of Mrs. Hedgeworth's call is this. There is now a $25,000 reward for Collins Hedgeworth's fiancée, as well as a $25,000 reward for Collins Hedgeworth. Now, the situation, and I personally think it's absolutely barbaric for a girl to be forced into a marriage with a turkey. I mean, can you imagine what the kids would look like? Best of luck to both of you for both squirrely curly, and we're going to be rooting for you.
Thanks, Curly. Goodbye.
These guys following them, one of them is Ron Howard's brother, Clint.
Keep on going.
They're not going to have any luck, at least not this one.
Here it goes! Yeah.
Pull it over, lady. Look, you pull it over, and I'll have the DA take it easy on you.
Mrs. Cunningham. The DJ gets a hold of a helicopter to report on the chase.
Hey, where you go?
Everybody is stealing other everybody's cars to go after them. Big reward.
Yeah, what do you want?
There's a lot of car wrecks on the way. And a lot of bridge wrecks too.
Yes, it must be them. Ladies and gentlemen, we have overtaken the Rolls Royce.
Collins is having problems again.
Let me have the wheel so we can move this cracker box. Let's go. Eagle 1, give me an estimation of the ground speed.
Stop over to CB.
Sam, why are you dragging your feet?
Dragging my feet? I'm headed for the church at 100 miles an hour. You can't call that dragging my feet.
I don't like your attitude.
What do you expect, dog tricks?
Big B Powers has brought in
premarital discord.
Paula, get in this car.
No. Not until we make a decision. Now, if you don't have faith in our love, if you don't think it's strong enough to overcome the obstacles, then we shouldn't bother.
But of course, the young couple pushed on and the chase continued.
Are you all right? Are you all right? Take the wheel. The wheel. Ice cream? Hey!
As they get to Vegas, they somehow drive right into a demolition derby.
Well, it looks like for the first time in demolition derby history, the lucky fans are going to see a roll.
And derby they do.
Virtually every car in the arena seems to be after him. Sam is dodging, eluding, twisting, and turning. He's one heck of a driver, ladies.
Oh my God.
Wheel out!
Time to flee on foot.
This is the most incredible series of events I have ever witnessed.
But they finally make it to the chapel.
You sadistic brute!
I'm glad Paula didn't marry him. He's a flake.
Oh! Oh!
Ivy wed. Your honeymoon on us. I've got a limousine that's going to take you right to our finest bridal suite. You'll accept, won't you?
As they head to the bridal suite, our DJ enters a house.
Beautiful suburban home with a lovely plate glass window, which has not slowed me down in the least. And as I approach the king-size bed, I notice the phone is off the hook. I wonder if it's for me.
All right, let's talk about this movie, Grand Theft Auto. Ron Howard's directorial debut. I think Roger Corman's company was behind this movie, even through Marion Ross, who was his TV mother on Happy Days, into this movie as well as his father, his father Rance Howard and brother Clint Howard, and those two became a staple of virtually all of Ron Howard's films. Even to this day, Clint Howard's still in them all. So anyway, what we have here is Ron Howard stars in this movie. Also, he plays Sam, and he and his sweetheart, his girlfriend, Paula, want to run off to Vegas to get married. The only problem is Paula comes from a wealthy family, and they want her to marry this guy named Collinsworth, I think was his name. Or Collins Wedgeworth, I think that was his name. Played by Paul Link. You might remember him as Grossman on Chips TV show. So anyway, she doesn't want to marry this guy. Collins is like this really rich guy, but he's also kind of a turd. She wants nothing to do with him and never did. But her family wants to, keep her wealthy and keep everybody wealthy. It's just a good match for her wealth-wise, kind of like an arranged marriage. But she wants nothing to do with it. So anyway, he says, I'm going to disown you, cut you out of your will, blah, 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 whatever. She doesn't care. So she hops in a car with Sam and they head off to Vegas. I think they're in California somewhere. But anyway, everybody decides to chase them then, to track them down. And a reward is put out for her, $50,000 if you can get her, because the family wants her to marry Collins. Collins decides to follow as well, steals a car. There's almost like mafia guys who get involved in trying to catch him. Basically what we have here is a car chase from California to Las Vegas, and everybody following along the way. Pretty soon this becomes newsworthy. I can't remember the guy's name. I think it's Don Steele, who's a famous DJ actually. He's appeared in several movies, actually. He gets involved with this. He's up on a helicopter tracking them down and watching them. They're now going on this highway, that highway, whatever. And it's just basically one big car chase trying to stop them from getting to Las Vegas to get married. Eventually, they do make it to Las Vegas. They end up in this demolition derby. The car drives through, but ultimately, the good guys prevail. She declares her love for Sam. She has nothing to do with the other rich guy. The two of them do get married in a chapel in Las Vegas, and that's pretty much how our film ends. There you go, Grand Theft Auto. Now, it's a quick film. It's like 88 minutes, something like that. And but you know what? It's a pretty fun film. I think Ron Howard did a good job with this one. It's just basically, it's kind of like some cheap drive-in fare. It's just a fun movie. It was well written, well acted, better than what it should have been. Put it that way. It's got a pretty good cast too. Legit actors, and they kind of rose above a little bit. You got a little bit more out of them than perhaps if there was some lesser-known actors doing this stuff. They did a really good job. Let's just say that. So, got not much more I can tell you about this. I had this on a DVD, the 25th anniversary special edition. Roger Corman right there on the back. Again, Ron Howard went on to do a few TV movies after this. I think Cotton Candy was the next one, which is something I've reviewed previously. Through the Magic Pyramid, Tut and Tuttle, a few other things. Then he started making bigger movies in the 80s, and he's never looked back. So there you go. Good job, Ron Howard, starting with this one here. Check it out. Leave some comments. I know what you think about Grand Theft Auto. Watch it. Bye.